I feel like my brain was loading. Okay. Whenever y'all ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I've been recording for the last 2 years.
So,
Wow,
welcome back to Let's Just Talk.
Wow, that's crazy work. All right. Yeah. Then welcome back to Let's Just Talk. We are on season 2.
Let's go.
I need a little soundboard that's like dun, 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 dun.
Can we approve that? Can we like get our own individual soundboards? Because I'm be pushing.
If
shit.
I had a soundboard,
I'm be irresponsible with it though.
but that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't you? Why would you be responsible? I'm gonna have the whole episode.
Yeah.
Sounds by Lex. Period.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm Lex.
I'm James.
Period.
Don't do that.
I'm so excited to be back for the second season. The first season was lit, but this season feels more...
Liddy?
I don't know.
More Liddier?
I feel like that dude with the question marks all around him, that meme. I don't know about that. But let me tell y'all what we've been up to, because we actually been doing a lot.
Busy.
We've been doing a lot.
Busy.
Aside from... Well, I'm going to let you go first, because you're the one that's really out here doing big things.
So, yeah, I ain't really been on social media, but it's for good reason. I've been too busy. I've been in
social
school
media. No, I'm
for
joking.
massage therapy, working as a dad.
Working as a dad?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, working as a dad.
Okay.
Tell me it ain't hard work.
I'm about to apply for the dad position. I didn't know it was a job. I'm about to apply for it.
You want my position?
Hell yeah. Yes.
I don't think in your heart of hearts you can fill that position.
Shots fired.
I don't.
Playing with the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to be strong because they be jumping on you. So you might be right there. I mean, you're the fun parent.
I mean, no. Because
That could be the
you
fun
have
parent.
your ability to be fun with the kids. Y'all definitely have y'all fun time.
Okay.
I'm more so the disciplinary, but when it comes to like gaming and stuff, they're like, yeah, dad all day.
I don't know. I still feel like I could get the position. But anyway, okay, working as a dad, you've been in school.
Yeah.
Go ahead, pop your
Get
stuff.
ready to go back to school again after I graduate because, I'm trying to advance myself in, the holistic field, massage therapy, Eastern medicine, probably acupuncture, reflexology, things like that.
Okay, talk your stuff.
Like, I'm at the end of the day, I'm here for healing. Like, y'all already know that I'm just put a little ad in there.
No, for real.
Wink, wink. No, but y'all already know I'm like here for like gardening and just everything natural, nature related. So I feel like my career should follow suit.
Period.
So.
I mean, yeah.
And it provides the freedom that I'm looking for with, the life that I have. Because I actually want to be around, kicking it with my kids. I don't want to be like, oh, man, Dad got to go to work for like 5, 6, 7 days a week.
Well, when everything goes the way that it's supposed to, y'all going to be working together. Everybody going to be at work.
And that's what I'm getting towards. Like, I'm trying to build towards that. So, like, I don't have to leave my family to work. I can just do the work that it is that I want to do and still have my family close by.
Yes.
So
that's the goal. And then on top of all the amazing things that he does, and then on top of that, he has been coming home and taking care of business, okay? So on top of the school, on top of all of the things that he been doing to like learn what he needs to learn, because that's, I know of it, but that's your lane.
Yeah.
Coming home and just doing what he's supposed to be doing, just being amazing. So kudos to you. Let's see. This is where I need my soundboard to be like,
applause.
Literally. I'm about to download the app.
Put it in the cart.
Literally. So for me, my business has been doing amazing. So if you don't know, aside from just us Johnsons, I have the Soul Journey. The Soul Journey is my brand where I'm pretty much encouraging people to go within so that we can elevate as a people.
Because first off, that's where healing actually starts. Stop looking outward and trying to, change everything outside of you. Fix everything within you.
That and everything outside of you will change. Literally.
We'll continue.
And so with that, I do tarot readings, I do mediumship, Reiki, chakra readings. Pretty much, I don't like to really like title a lot of the things that I do because it's all, to me, it's just energy work.
Yeah.
So my business has been doing amazing. I've been heavily working on growing and building. I've also been taking a lot of me time, just trying to figure out, am I doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing to get to the goal, to get to what it is that I'm envisioning for my life. So also and I say we because even though I do it, James definitely does his part where we do unschooling. So having a time where I'm unschooling the kids. And then we got the toddler who really run the house for real. So he already, life be busy just with the toddler. So we've had our hands full. And now it's January, so really being in prep for the upcoming season so we can be in the garden, we can show up in our community, we can start doing, we've been talking about ceremonies, doing quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing, I've been doing something called Soul Sprouts, which it's kind of like a tester because I have an idea that I'm not going to tell y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, I have an idea, but Soul Sprouts is basically a 5-event thing that I'm doing for children where I'm planting seeds of mindfulness and empowerment and love, kindness, all those things. So that's something else that I've been working on, structuring that. So, all in all, I feel like we just been pretty full.
Busy. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to say busy. It's really just we've been full.
Yeah.
Because we got to do. We got goals.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that right?
Yeah. And just all around community events, like networking with a few people where they already want us to do like little teaching gigs with them this summer, and just
really just being out there.
Excited about doing all of this stuff with the community.
Yes. I think another thing I'm excited about is this is the first year I truly, truly believe, fingers crossed, sending prayers up, that our hive is going to make it through the winter. Yeah. That has been, we've lost 2, count them 2? No. Yeah. Has it been 2 or 3? I don't remember.
No, it was 2.
So we've lost 2 hives, and such a tragic experience, but I'm just praying that they make it. And we just been heavily just involved in how we are growing all the things that we want to.
Right.
Because we can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
And why not?
And that's on period. So I'm going to be honest, y'all. We were talking about how we was going to introduce the topic today and what we was going to get into. And we had an idea, but I feel like just based on what we've already just been talking about, we might as well get into self-sustainability. We might as well get into how we are doing things to kind of, if I'm being honest, step away from this crazy ass world that we live in right now with all of the things that's happening and having to rely on the government. And no shade, obviously, because look, do what you got to do. But I want to live a life where I can have self-sustainability. I want to, like James was saying, I want to be able to be at home with my family and not be like, oh man, I gotta go here, I gotta do this, and like I want to go to my backyard and grab some eggs and I want to create my own vacation, my own just serenity.
So with that, what would you say?
Ooh.
What would you say would be like the first?
I'm so childish.
What would be some of the first steps in becoming self-sustained?
Ooh, okay. Well, I don't think it's like certain things that you need to do. I know for myself, one of the biggest things is my mindset. I heavily have relied on outside. So it's like, okay, sitting with myself and realizing that I have the capability to do these things, and like making bread, for instance. I had kept talking about, I'm going to make bread, I'm going to do all these things, and I never did it. And then I got to a point where I don't even know where the inspiration came from, but I just made a loaf of damn bread. And it felt so good because it was mine and I knew what was in it, and it felt so good. Now, given I fucked up that first loaf. Like, it was not good. It was not good. But the texture was great. The whole, like, that whole little thing. So I think first is like getting your mind in a space where you understand what you're asking for. Like, self-sustainability means you really doing that shit yourself.
Yeah. So,
period.
First step, being able to feed yourself.
Yes.
So, you already talked about making bread. Y'all know I've been in the garden for umpteenth years and just, practicing, studying, like, not just like playing around. Like, I've literally been studying the chemical composition of plants, trying to figure out what things go into my body to actually nourish my body, and how to implement those microorganisms or whatever into the soil so that my food can now uptake it and then I can consume that.
Nerd.
I mean, I'm joking. I love it though. I love it.
I mean, you're not really a nerd, but I love the fact that you sit and you take the time to actually understand it and not just do it just because it's a trend or doing it because, I can do it, but really understanding what that looks like. Because then when it's things that I don't know, I know that I can come to you and truly feel comfortable and like, I know he know what he's talking about. So
boom, step 2, building a community of like-minded people.
Ooh, yes.
But that are proficient in their own lanes.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Like, you can't depend on you to do everything. I know the world and society will tell you, you can't depend on nobody. Do it yourself. Get everything done yourself. No, we're meant to be doing things in community.
Exactly.
So if you know somebody is very proficient in something that you, I guess, kind of lack the knowledge of, trust them to be able to do what it is that they are proficient at.
And I will say, just a shout out right now to the community that we have, because if I'm being honest, the community that we have, I don't even think we built it in a structural way. It felt more like everything just kind of had divine timing. It's people in our circle that's really good at something that I like. For instance, photography, cinema, like that whole.
This whole podcast is being brought to you by Adorn Productions. Oh my God! Just when I'm looking at y'all from 3 different cameras right now. Like,
have fun editing that.
This man is a genius.
Literally,
I don't know shit about cameras.
I barely know about my iPhone, so let's start there. Man. But even having people, so we have people who make crystals, we have people who do Reiki healing, Thai massages, sound healing, lots of people who, I got a good handful of people who are also beekeepers. Just, I mean,
people that are
the list goes
savvy.
Literally, the list goes on and on and on. And so for that, I'm grateful that I'm in a position where I can build and I feel comfortable in the community that I'm building in. But I need to tell y'all too, y'all have to get away from gatekeeping. Y'all have to get away from the mindset of as soon as
information.
Yeah, and like if I know that I'm doing something and I'm doing something really, really well, why wouldn't I want to share that with my community? Why wouldn't I want everybody to have a piece of the pie? And
because I don't want them to take my piece of pie.
And that's impossible. It's literally impossible for somebody to take what's yours because it's in your design. It's your God-given talent. It's your skill. Nobody can take anything away from you. But we've been poisoned in the mind that by us coming together, it's a bad thing. No. That's where the strength is.
Everybody can eat.
And honestly, being one of those people who have grown up with that mentality of, I could do it by myself. I don't need no help. I recognize what it looks like to have community and how much it allows you to breathe in places you didn't even recognize you had tension. And it's just a beautiful thing to experience. So if you watching this right now, go find your community or open yourself up and do things that feel authentic to you so your community can find you. Because they can't find you if you out here doing nonsense.
Because listen, when I tell y'all I'm like a whole hermit, Like
Literally.
my community has found me just for me doing the things that I do, or her doing the things that she does, and just like the people
They just gravitate.
gravitating to it.
It's amazing. And so I feel like building that community is definitely shoot. Well, I was about to. Well, because I was about to say building a community need to be number one, but no, figuring it out for yourself, kind of establishing your mindset towards it does need to be number one.
Yeah. You need to figure out what path you even want to be on before you start moving. So.
I feel like, what's number 3? I don't even know how we got on numbering these things.
I was about to say, I thought food was number one.
You said food. Oh, you right. Well, I mean, it goes twofold.
Y'all know what we talking about.
It goes twofold because yes, food that nourishes our body, but also the feeding of our minds.
Of your soul. Yes. Y'all see how I brought that around real quick.
But like legit, like when you were talking about it, I literally was like, okay, feeding your mind, feeding your soul, feeding the thought, and like I understood the food aspect, but that's what I took from it.
Yeah, physical and spiritual.
So we'll just say, wrap it in a bow. It's all of the above. So what? Okay, let's talk about before we get back into the numbers, because I gotta think. I'm not gonna hold you. What have been some things that have come up that have been difficult on this path of reaching that self-sustainability? I know mine. Rules. Rules. Like, you got to go about all these different laws and rules, and like and I'm going to break it down to something even more simple, right? If I want to connect with my community online and I want to push out certain information and things, the algorithm itself is a hater. Why are you stopping people from seeing this, from seeing information, from seeing, all of these educational pieces that's going to help everybody?
Yeah.
What?
Y'all trying to do your own thing? We can't have that. we can't have that. Nah.
Just the little spies behind the algorithm. And that's just one point.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about that on
Allegedly.
Another day because... Cover our asses. Cover our asses.
Oh, man.
I don't need nobody talk about, they said this, block them. They said this, don't push it.
No.
We just talking. This is entertainment.
Yeah.
This is what the people want.
Only.
Oh my God. But yes, the rules in that way. And then also with certain things that we want to grow. I feel like I ain't going to say it on here, but y'all know what I mean. Like all of the things that you would want to grow that people like, you can't do that. That's illegal. Da 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 da. But it's so many benefits.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm just sitting here trying to be mindful of my words because, some haters. But anyway, back to what I'm giving you back the mic so that you can answer it. Because I know for me, it's just the rules and like the regulations for certain things that just really throw me, that make it a little more difficult because I can't just do what I want to do with everything.
And don't get me wrong, I do understand that to a certain extent.
You on their side?
But no, in the same breath, I don't care. I'm still gonna do what I want regardless. Like,
jingle, 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 jingle.
I'm at a space in life where I feel like I'm tired of being limited.
Yes.
By somebody else's regulations to do stuff. Especially if I'm not doing anything that is inherently criminal or negative towards somebody else. Like, if I'm just in my own lane, rocking out, doing my shit.
Get on my business.
Like,
get on my business. Why you in my business? You wouldn't even know what I was doing if you wasn't in my business. That should be illegal. I'm just
not minding your business. That should be illegal.
It should be. Cause stop being, I ain't gonna say it, but stop being a K.
Well, it's okay. It's okay.
And then even with land, it's just so many things. I feel like you gotta jump through hoops for certain things. Like looking for land, knowing that the banks be having so much available property, but they don't want to give it to you, or it's all these stipulations.
They just don't want to make it easy.
Yeah, and that's frustrating though, because why? I mean, I understand why, but just for shits and giggles, it's like, why wouldn't you want people to build up the fucking communities? Like, why wouldn't you want us to create more farms and healthy living? And it's not, I would say it's not hurting them, but I mean, it is, but it's,
But see, they do, in fact, want people to do that.
if they get paid.
If they benefit from it. Yeah.
That's, no. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Like, I need to be making something off of the thing that you're doing.
And I can't wait until we as the people get to a point where we just be like, fuck y'all.
Fuck that. We're not doing that anymore.
Which one? This is my camera?
That one, yeah.
Fuck
I think that's yours. Yeah.
y'all.
Fuck
Not y'all, but
that. Y'all know who we talking about. Fuck y'all.
yes. Because it's like, don't make it more difficult for us. If y'all are going to do what y'all do to keep the people down, and then we figure out a way for us to have our own sustainability and build our communities and do what it is that we should have been doing anyway, don't intervene with our shit.
Yeah.
Let us be. I don't.
Period.
Like, it frustrates me because what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I need the little sound thing to bleep out all these words I'm saying.
That's cool.
What the bleep?
Now we understand it could all be so simple, but
It could. All right, let me get my
we
pressures
are
back
where we
down.
are. Yeah.
I had to take a little coconut water break because I was a little hot. Y'all probably didn't see it on the outside, but understand that I don't have a problem with government assistance. I don't have a problem with the government. It's just more so I appreciate freedom.
Yeah.
I appreciate what it looks like to have autonomy. Like, over when it comes to myself, I'm already a person. If we thinking just on a smaller scale, I like to be in control of certain things. And when it feels like I have to ask for permission, it's frustrating.
Ooh.
It's extremely frustrating. And you think about, on top of that, how many steps you have to take to get something done, especially working with somebody outside of you. And it's like, I don't want to do that. So that's my jam with that, right? So that's how I feel when it comes to the freedom aspects. But when it comes to you, because you in school, what does that look like on your part?
Honestly, a little bit of the same. Like, I do have some fantastic instructors, but I also have had a few anatomy instructors that are just like, no, you have to do things my way. And like, as an adult,
I'm a grown ass man.
my thing, like, and I can sit here and say that, but it's more so, if it doesn't make sense for me to be doing exactly what you want me to do, I'm probably not going to do that. Because again, I need my own autonomy, and I need to be able to do things and figure things out my way. But when you have an instructor that's constantly like, oh, well, you guys' study habits are wrong, and y'all not doing what y'all need to be doing, and yada, yada. But mind you, my grades aren't reflecting what you're saying. It's like, clearly what I'm doing is okay.
It's working.
And it's working for me. And again, people can figure things out their own way along their path. That's how things are supposed to be. But you as an adult wanting other adults to do things exactly your way, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because you're severely overstepping your boundaries of control.
I feel like that goes back to what you were saying earlier when we was talking about how they want their piece of the pie, like they want their money.
Yeah.
And it's the same way. I feel like even when you talk about your instructor, it's like, yeah, that's cool and all that you want to do it this way, but I need to still have this level of control.
Yeah.
I need to still have this power.
At the end of the day, your way doesn't work for everybody.
Hello.
And that's the thing that you need to understand. Take your personal feelings out of it and understand. You wouldn't want somebody be telling you, oh, you have to do things this way, and if you don't, then you're wrong. You're not gonna like nobody likes the way that sounds. Like, that's fucking crazy.
It is.
But to actively be doing that to somebody else, it's like,
that's the world we live in, where people have that sense of like, oh, but I can do this.
Yeah, but those people also don't do any type of inner reflection to process and say, damn, you know what? This doesn't feel good. Like, if somebody was doing this to me, I probably wouldn't like this.
Yeah. But also, I feel like that goes twofold because it had to have been an experience where they felt like they needed to be in that power role to avoid being in that situation again.
Or, the other side of the coin, they did go through that experience and they're now using that negative experience to justify why they're doing it to other people because they feel like, oh, well, it happened to me and I came out this way, so we're going to keep that train rolling.
That sounds like a black parent for you. That sounds like some shit that has it's in the roots.
And I'm not going to lie, that's a lot of what I'm breaking from my own personal childhood because I'll catch myself with our kids like going through experiences that I previously had, and I'm like,
yes.
Oh well, y'all don't get this experience, but it's more so. A lot of times I'll be sheltering the kids from my experience.
Ooh, yes, yes.
But also having the understanding that y'all still need to have your own experience with this. How can I navigate this without giving y'all the trauma and shit from my experience?
Yeah. So. I feel like that goes twofold for me too, and mine is real bad with the boundaries. Like, as a mother, I'm already considered the softie. I'm already considered the person that they about to run over. And it's not because I'm truly soft all the time, but that's been the role. That's been the position that I've played. And I feel like where I'm at now in my, growth, I recognize how important boundaries are on both sides. Like recognizing where I need to set boundaries for myself, but also when I set those boundaries, standing like because
kids will run all over you.
and I be in that mindset of if I set a boundary and let's say like time goes by, it's kind of like I don't forget about it, but because the time has gone by, I'm also like, well, I could probably
it's okay and just letting certain things slide, but it's like a lot of times like kids will see that and be like, oh well, she doesn't stand on her shit, so just she's saying it right now, but give her time and then I can just do whatever it is that I want to do. Meanwhile, again, like you labeled me the fun parent, but I'm also the disciplinary, and they like I'm not going there with him because he'll fuck me up.
That's a whole nother thing though, because I feel like as a man, the disciplinary role comes a lot easier for you because the masculine energy that you're in already projects a certain level of fear or like I'll say fear and respect because again, you have a certain base, you have a certain demeanor, you know all those things. So it's not necessarily that you as a disciplinary is like more you da 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 da. It's just you could stand there with like the dad face. I can't do it, but
but with that, understand the main thing that gets that, I guess, causes that to actually work properly for me is the consistency. Like, I don't
Shots fired.
I don't change that. Like, they understand that, okay, this is what it's going to be with dad until dad says, you know what, this time you're okay. But understand, that's my base.
Ooh, I'm sorry, I just had a thought because I thought about how the boundaries in parenting also show up with what it is that I'm pretty much working towards for us to get to that freedom. Yeah. And the boundaries that I create for myself, I be breaking like a mug, like real bad. But because it's me and I give myself every single excuse for why it's okay. And I think about with the kids what that looks like.
I was about to say, because I mean they around you all day, so they can see you not sticking with your own boundaries for yourself. So they're like,
And I'm like, the conversation I've been having with myself lately is, okay, Lex, you talking about you want all these acres of land, you want to have farm animals, you want to have, you want to preserve these foods, you want to make bread, you want all these things, right? That requires you to not be sitting on your phone. That requires you to be making more time to learn the skills or master the skills for you to, like we talked about that very first thing, getting in the mindset and things like that. But then I'm consistently breaking that because I'm like, oh, I need to work, or I need to do this, and I need to do that. And that in itself goes against the one thing that I told myself. I think last year I was like, I'm going to spend less time on technology and more time in my body.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I understand, like, in this moment, you're taking accountability for the role and, like, the discipline that you're setting on yourself.
Get it? You got
Clear
it?
Come on.
Let me clear my throat.
But in the same breath, the role that you're playing now, it requires a lot from you, especially, like, being on your phone and, like, editing.
It's the ADHD.
You're doing a lot in reference to technology and social media. Like,
I'm so tired of it, though.
But
in the same breath, it's crazy.
You also see where you can make improvements.
Yeah. So I think and y'all gonna see it here today. I am making a vow to myself to set the boundaries when it comes to the technology, when it comes to how much time I'm spending outside of my body, and really honing in on going within myself and doing the things that's actually gonna get me to that self-sustainability. Because it ain't. Another thing I think about is, girl, you're going to be out on these acres. Probably ain't going to have no good signal. What are you doing? Like, what?
Not going to have good signal.
I'm telling you. But also, like, with unschooling, I don't know what I was about to call it.
It sounds like Uncle Schooling.
Schooling. Even with unschooling, I look at the ways that, so my struggle is, I want my children to understand what it looks like to have freedom, but I also want them to respect what it looks like to have freedom, because I didn't have freedom. I didn't have a whole lot of it. Shit, I mean, even now, it's like, it's still limited. And so incorporating certain things to build up what it looks like for them to be independent and experience certain things that a lot of children don't, has actually been teaching me. Yeah. So even when we did unschooling and Madison made bread, I was frustrated because, girl, I'm letting you do this on your own because you wanted to do this on your own. But then you get frustrated with each and every step. And now I'm like, I don't even want to do it anymore.
It's no longer fun.
It's like, not. But that in itself was a lesson, because it was like, I can't control how this plays out. It's a learning process.
Yeah. And a lot of times, because trust me, I'm guilty of it too. Like, I'll be processing things from my childhood, which was restricted on a lot of things. So it's like, you're not in trouble. Like, I'm trying to explain to them, like, y'all not in trouble. Y'all not, like, we having a good time. But you're actively showing that you're frustrated, which, don't get me wrong, I get it. But nobody's attacking you. Like, I'm here working with you to, so that we both can figure this out. We can both, just spend time together.
The words are easier than the action, the feeling, like getting the understanding to be understood.
Yes.
So that's that part. Now I want to talk about the integration. Like, we keep talking about how we be out in the garden, we got the beekeeping, school, like all the things, but how are we integrating the whole family into that lifestyle? What does that look like? Because, I kind of know what it looks like on the part of when we're doing stuff during, like, the spring, summer. Winter
is it's a little interesting. I mean, it's obviously a lot more indoor stuff. I mean, unless it's snowing and stuff. Like, I mean, we still take time to, enjoy life, because at the end of the day, that's more so what it's about, is enjoying things in life.
Yes.
Getting experiences. Shit, we went outside, we made a snowman. The kids started making their base of a snowman.
I was about to say, it was a family snowman.
It was my snowman.
It was a family snowman.
The rest of the family members just added pieces to it, but I was doing the work. I was doing all the heavy lifting.
I came out there and decked it out. I came out there with the concept and how to really have my boy looking fly.
Yeah, but I did my thing as a dad. I set the base so that everybody can, like, come in and, not make their own snowman, but you know, add to what was already there.
Okay.
And I loved it. It was a beautiful snowman. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Whatever. Okay, we'll put that same energy into the garden this year.
Yeah.
Put that same energy. Now, this will be different because, okay, last year, James had surgery on his foot. And so, life in the garden looked real different.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first half of the season, and if y'all follow me, or I don't know if I put it on Just the Johnsons.
I think it might be on.
But I had pretty much did some videos where I talked about like how I was about to go clean out the garden, all these things because James couldn't because his foot was messed up and my boy was down bad. Like when you are in that earth energy, Capricorn, but also just like gardening, plants, all those things, that's his life. So I had to take the initiative. Kudos to me. 'Cause let me change that. I didn't have to. I chose to take the initiative to work on cleaning all of the stuff out of the garden and talking about, okay, let's get these seeds started, all the things, all the heavy lifting that typically he would do because I recognized he couldn't do it. And you know, when we have our family farm, it's gonna be a family business. So you gotta already start doing the things. And that was fun. I felt like I was a bigger part of...
more in tune, more, yeah.
Yeah, because I think any year before that, I was kind of like, oh, yay, we got plants and stuff.
Yeah.
And food. This is cool, but I wasn't really out there like that. But last year, I was out there.
I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at you like, look at her. All up in the dirt and shit.
Plant baddie.
But yes. No, I like... It was definitely greatly appreciated because, again, I was going through it because I couldn't actively get out there and do all the work that I'm usually out there doing. But seeing her take the initiative to, like, she helped extend the actual garden because, like, it was a section where we had, like, more play area for the kids. Like, we got a big enough yard, so they still have more play area, but we stretched the garden out more because, obviously, we need more space for food. But... And now we in the process of building up a greenhouse and stuff. But all that was made possible because she took the initiative to kind of help expand everything and get everything going last year.
Shout out my nigga Gucci.
Come on now.
But I say all that to say this season is going to be a lot different because your foot is...
Oh, I'm running now.
Your foot is in great health.
Back.
But I feel like I want to incorporate more work with the kids.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because it's important. One of the values that I do want to instill is, and I hate to say it like this, I do want the kids to earn their keep. But not like in a way like you're like a slave. But I want them to understand the importance of working for something. The value of
working hard.
Yes. Yeah. And so I'm like, gardening is fun.
Yes.
Period. But having them be out in the garden more, having them do more projects, having them do more things on their own. I want them to start doing more in the kitchen type things. So if we take something from the garden, what we about to do with it?
And at the end of the day, it's not just like, a fun experience. These are all life skills that they're able to take into their adulthood.
Period.
Like how many kids can say, oh yeah, I know how to make bread from scratch. Or like, I've grown my own food and like,
or I'm a beekeeper.
I keep bees. Like, how many kids keep bees?
How many
adults?
How many black people do you know keep bees? Let's start there.
Fair.
Let's talk about that for a quick second, because I was on, and this rolls back to social media real quick, but I was on social media and I just got hip to, and I don't know her whole story because, like I said, I just got hip to her. But she has a farm. It's a lady. I think her page is like Upindo Farms, something like that. I can't remember. But she was talking about how her 1-year-old and her, now 5-year-old, or I think something like that, they've been beekeeping since they could walk.
Yeah.
They've been in the farm or on the farm since they could walk and be out there. And that's pretty much what I envision for our family is everybody being so invested in it. It doesn't feel like work. Mm-hmm. We're just all doing things together.
This is just a life experience.
Yeah. And I feel like that would be bliss.
I feel like it's a better way of learning things.
Yes.
Just to incorporate it into your normal life.
Yes.
Opposed to sitting down and just going through this stuff that nobody really want to do, but it's just like, we got to do this. That's not how education should be.
Now, my only thing is the financial part. That's the part. Well, I mean, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that in the perfect world,
yeah,
I would love for somebody to just give me X amount of dollars so that I can just do whatever. Because the vision is there.
X amount of dollars, and we can just do whatever with the X amount of dollars that I bring in. Got you.
Write that check. Mm-hmm. Put that money in my hand. You're supposed to put the money in my hand. Put the money in the bag. Hey, 720, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Period. I feel like it was something that I wanted to touch on, that I wanted to go back to, and I can't remember. Was it the seed starting?
Yes.
Okay, so this goes back. What was you about to say?
I want to touch on you, but we can move past that.
I mean, that goes with seed starting, if we being honest. Where my soundboard?
Yes. But back to seed starting. What?
Seed starting and sharing.
Sharing. That's the
So this goes back to when we talked about community, and we talked about the importance of like having people who do different things, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. It's so many of us in the world. Seeds not even expensive. Think about if we all just, and this is gonna sound off the wall, but we talked about this too. If we just all got seeds and just start planting food seeds out in the community.
Yeah.
And just like every now and then we come through and nurture them. What would that look like?
Look like, depending on what city you in, going around and just digging all that shit up. Like, nah. We
Do you think that they would really like?
Yes.
I don't know. Because it's not illegal, is it?
Not necessarily, but again, a lot of times you have to have permission to go and do this stuff.
Here we go with that. Here we go with that again.
I live in this community. The other people that live in this community don't have a problem with, let's dedicate this plot of land to growing food so that we don't have to go to the grocery store. But again, you have to have the permission from the city that you're in to do that. And it's like,
it's crazy work. Well, I guess if we're not just planting seeds just out in the community all willy-nilly, like I feel like we should. Let's talk about how as a community we can get together with our neighbors or get together with certain people, even if it's not your immediate neighbors.
We can get a plot of land.
And just talk about, okay, I can grow this. I can do this. I can tend to this. I can da-da-da-da. And see what it looks like to actually work together.
Yeah.
I feel like with everything that's happened, and here's the thing, y'all. I don't really watch the news. I don't watch a lot of things that's going to either instill fear or chaos, energy, anything, because I don't want that to really be a part of my reality. Mm-hmm. But energetically, you can feel the shifts happening. And with that, I think it's important for us to know when it's time to do things, when it's time to take things into our own hands and stop relying on the outside, I guess, sources so much. Like for me, grocery store food, and although I'm grateful that I have any food, right, always in gratitude, but the quality is trash.
And I'm sure that everybody can attest to that, because
the U.S. food is trash.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And if I'm spending my hard-earned dollars, my dollar bills, I want to have quality food, and I don't want to have to spend my whole check for 2 items.
Because spending like all of your money on expensive ass poison is crazy. Like
expensive poison.
It's getting worse. Like
it's getting worse. Worse.
Eggs, milk, fruit. Like it should never be the price that it is right now.
Yeah, the fact that when I get my fruit or when I get certain items, they be spoiled like that, what I be feeling like the next day. Either it's like, let's talk about avocados for one. Okay, as soon as I get my avocados or my bananas, it don't be.
It's not ripe, and then when you go to use it a day or 2 days later, it's rotten. And
It
it's like, what
literally.
happened?
So I just feel like if, like I said, if I'm spending my money, I want quality, but I don't want to be spending money out the wazoo for. I don't want to have to be spending money out the wazoo for good quality. So it's like, let's just grow it ourselves. Let's just do it ourselves. Who's stopping us? Really? We can do this. You know how you can grow food inside of your house?
Yeah.
You don't have to have this very luxurious yard. I'm even thinking about when we got our first house.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really have a yard.
It was like a little section of dirt on the side of the garage.
Literally, we had that little section, and the soil was, yeah, it was an interesting situation. And then we had like a little strip on the side of the front of the house,
Mm-hmm.
and like a little front yard, and we grew corn on the side of the house.
Yeah.
This, like, when I tell y'all, it was like no space at all. We grew corn.
And some green beans.
Yeah, the green beans got burnt, but nonetheless, we grew them.
Burnt them green beans up.
And we grew something else back there. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. Was it? I don't remember. Potatoes, tomatoes.
I remember the corn and the green beans though.
Yes. So it's like, understand that you don't have to have a whole beautiful shebang of land and yard and all those things to start getting the process going.
Mm-hmm.
You can. All you need is a dream and a seed. A seed and a dream.
maybe a pot. Some soil. You can grow a lot of stuff in pots.
But even still, because, well, I guess we talking about from seed.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I'm thinking how many things we put in water and they grow. No dirt or nothing. Yeah. Well, never mind. They need dirt eventually.
They I mean, unless you're doing hydroponics.
Well, I don't know nothing about hydroponics.
That's a whole nother setup.
That's I think that's too advanced of conversation for my brain.
Like once you see hydroponics, you be like, oh, this is so simple.
It's a water system.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
But you just gotta keep the water flowing. No stagnant water.
Ain't that life? No stagnant energy.
Yeah. Come on.
I still don't know what it is. I wouldn't know, like, because I don't need to water it. So what am I doing to it? Just
making sure there's nutrients in there. Again, whatever the plant needs.
I'll stick to the things that I know as a community member.
That's fair. Yeah, we ain't got to get into hydroponics.
You know, getting into my mushrooms, getting into, my herbal knowledge, which I recommend that everybody get some books.
What kind of books?
Books about mushrooms that are native to where you are. Poison books, because I feel like that's important too, because a lot of times we avoid certain things because we don't know if it's poison or not. And it's like, well, if you did the research, if you got the books to be able to, okay, this looks like this, I can identify this, boom, 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 then
you know what to avoid and what is okay to consume.
Anything with like foraging and herbs, because a lot of what we need, a lot of what we can consume, what we can use in our food and things like that is right outside.
Yeah. And that's what we need for we need like a nice little community foraging project. I think we should set that
If
up.
you live by us, let's forage. Unless you're weird, then never mind.
Keep that shit over there.
'Cause no thanks. Yeah, I feel like that would be fun. So, okay, we got to 3. Is there any more after that? We didn't get to 3. Yeah, we was at 2.
I feel like we skipped a couple numbers and we were just listing
We
stuff.
start putting letters. We was like 1, 2, A, squirrel, over here, B.
Jesus Christ, all over the place.
This is the rough draft. Ain't nothing
Fair.
wrong with a little rough draft.
Yeah. It's real.
It is. Is it real or is it just us Johnsons?
Get her out of here.
Put a pin in it. Put a pin in it.
Where's my once upon a coconut?
Oh my God.
I need more. I need to hydrate. I'm not drinking yours.
I need my soundboard again.
Mm-hmm. All right, so continuing on.
Okay.
It's the audacity.
You can't. Do you really want some?
No. I'm gonna drink it when you're not looking.
That's crazy. Okay. What was you saying, Slim Shady?
Yes.
Tie it in a bow.
So let's gift wrap all this information that we've just.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to get into self-sustainability,
Mm-hmm.
here's the things you need. 1, you need to feed your mind. You need to go within. You need to ask yourself, am I prepared for what that looks like?
Mm-hmm.
Am I ready to walk away from the world, the society which has consumed me? Also, you was talking about food. That was really what it was. We was actually talking about food. I just like what I said better because that resonates for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think we talked about it, but thinking about what kind of food you actually can survive on and grow, because that's important too. I feel like people just be growing shit. Why are you growing rutabagas and you know you don't eat them?
You don't even eat them.
That don't even
like,
make sense.
oh, that sounds like something to grow. But don't get me wrong, like, especially if you're limited on space, please try to grow the things that you will actually be consuming.
Permaculture. Look into it.
Now she just, yes, she's not wrong, but she also just throwing out terms right now. She is not wrong, because permaculture will help you grow things in a way that is more conducive with nature and efficient for your garden.
Look, you sounded like you know what you're talking about.
Because I know what I'm talking about.
I like that in you.
Yes. So permaculture, good. Yes. But back to grow things that you're actually going to eat. Don't waste your time. Unless you're like studying plants and just trying to figure out, okay, how do I grow this? So you can sell it or get some type of benefit out of it. But don't just be growing it and just like, oh, well, the season's over.
Don't be wasteful.
Throw all this away.
Don't be wasteful.
And even with that, if you are coming up on harvest time at the end of the season and you realize, man, I have a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be able to do anything with, try to sell it, give it away.
Put it in the compost.
Put it in the compost. Nothing should be going to waste.
Somebody going to be like, what's compost? Nah, somebody going to be like, what's permaculture?
Save it for another episode. But no,
It was some other ones that I skipped because I'm unserious. Community was the other one.
Yes.
Making sure that you are building community. Mm-hmm. It is power in numbers. That's so real. And if you should never have to force your way into something. So make sure that wherever the community is, there is flow, there is ease, there's that alignment and things like that. And honestly, if you don't even know where to start, just kind of pray about it or just meditate on it, whatever is your jam, and just be like, bring my people to me. It's that simple.
It's really that easy.
Yeah, it's that simple. And then be open to receive, because a lot of times we ask for something and then we don't be open to receiving it and we block our own self. So building community is essential. Was there another one?
Consistency with yourself, and don't be scared to actually do the work.
Yes. And I'm sure it's a bunch more that we just didn't touch on, but I'm sure we'll end up having a part 2 with sustainability. Mm-hmm. Probably with a guest, because why not? So this is just for right now, because really we was just trying to introduce y'all back to the Johnsons.
And give you a nice little taste of
and what we've been up
all
to.
the different things that we've been up to. So.
And stay tuned for more, because there's so much more that we want to give y'all, that we want to share with y'all. Understand that our overall goal here is changing the narrative of Black love, but also understanding what it looks like to have wellness in your community, what it looks like to have healthy love, what it looks like to grow and build. And that also goes with legacy, children, all the things. So if that's your vibe, subscribe to the channel. Stick along.
If that's your vibe, subscribe.
Ooh, if that's your vibe, subscribe. If that's your vibe. Okay. Yes, and I love y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging with us. Peace. If that's your vibe, subscribe. If that's your vibe, subscribe. If that's your vibe, subscribe.